Attention, Memphis, Tennessee, and Heber Springs, Arkansas. A lot of y'all from Shelby County come over here, and people come all over the world. I'm in Cleveland County and Quitman. But the Memphis Pyramid, there's actually a real pyramid under there. Y'all are starting to wake up. The true Christ walked over there. Cairo, Egypt, Cairo, Illinois, Memphis, Egypt, Memphis, Illinois. That's why they're saying thank Mir. The state of Israel is not the true Israel. It's the Mississippi River is the Nile. It's got the 7 tributaries. That one over there don't. The Arkansas River is the Jordan. When Christ spent his 17 years away, he was in Arkansas and other places, which were Egypt, from about here down the southwest, and from Cairo, Illinois, on up to the northwest, the real Israel. New York's Babylon, Washington, D.C.'s Rome, and I think down to the southeast. I'm not sure on that. But Sugarloaf Mountain, all the Sugarloafs, everything you see around Heber, if you're living in Heber, you go to Sugarloaf Mountain, that's an ancient pyramid. The pyramid, not only west of Higdon, Sugarloaf, Jesse James and his brothers had a shootout there. Frank was wounded, but he made it out. But that's an ancient pyramid, and somebody used to see old pictures, they used to fly planes in there. They covered up a lot with the lake. Mike Lindell, in a national interview, when they was talking about votes, he only mentioned Heber Springs, Arkansas, Cleveland County. There's 3,300 counties. Why? Because the real reason is JFK, because he's the Christ bloodline, and Christ walked here. Heber Springs is Hebrew Springs. It means crossing point in ancient Hebrew. But JFK is the true Christ bloodline, which I am too, because I'm related to JFK. I am the grandson of Senator J. William Fulbright, which has the bloodline going back to true Yeshua. His wife, Mary Magdalene, and their daughter, Sarah, walked here. Pyramid, there's pyramids, Petty Jean, down at Little Rock, everywhere. Raiders of the Lost Ark was made about Arkansas. Check this out. You can do research on that, but DeSoto, I believe, hid one of the crystal skulls in a spring somewhere up in the Ouachita Mountains, but all 3 were made about Arkansas. And guess what? Part of Men in Black was made about Greers Ferry Lake and Cleveland County. The thing that Tommy Lee Jones couldn't leave the earth on, he had an eye, a real eye, panopticon. It was part of the 2 eyes that seen the world. They, I think, got different ones. But one of them was right here and off of Stacy Springs Road. If you'll go on the map and look at the 755 mark next to the lake and look between it and the lake, it looks like there's a one-eyed owl. That was taken out and an artificial eye put in by the deep state. And so it's got one real one and one not, and that is what that is. But you can check it out right over here, East Equipment off of Pearson, the road at Pearson, Stacy Springs. No kidding, you can't make it up. There's a lot of stuff hidden under the lake. There's a lot of bad stuff. There's a lot of bad people trafficking that you won't believe once they're arrested here in Cleveland County, and most of them are well-known Christians. The church will be, all the lodges, the churches, all of them are going to be in a lot of trouble, and all these major housing developments like Diamond Bluff and all this stuff around Cabot, and where a lot of the well-known people around here live, and those developments and everything else are going to be tied to it. So get ready to shock the world. And but yeah, the real Egypt is here, and and I put out information about some outdoor channel being connected to these businesses up here, and I've got a contract out on my life. So what? At least I'm telling the truth. I'll die brave. And but you're not going to believe what happens and how many ties they are right here in Cleveland County. But the reason JFK was here is he is straight out of the Christ bloodline. There's a lot more secret stuff that I'm not supposed to tell you. But anyway, that's why JFK was here. And y'all in Memphis, well, hey, West Memphis was the capital of the old world, and Arkansas was the headquarters of the old world. So get ready for more people moving here, because we are very important in the world. There's stuff that I can't, ley lines that I can't really explain. Part of the satanic pentagram of blood runs through here somewhere between here and Conway. And ley lines run all through Quitman. It's why you have all the 17s. And the next time you're coming, if you're around Quitman, I'll challenge you to do this. Drive from Quitman going up 225, going 292, it says Greers Ferry 17. Then if you go to Highway 16 at Gateway, and the reason it was named Gateway, it was a gateway to the largest portal of lost souls in the world under Greers Ferry Lake, and the original owners, I was told, were Masons. And it says 17. You got 1717. the Masons started in 1717. You map it out, it's actually each one 9. That's how they set up this matrix and put us under a spell, a goth spell with religion and everything else. And they set up, and it's actually 13.5 miles. And that adds to 9, each one. And then they've got 17, you got 917, you got 917, and that equals 17. JFK was born in 1917. That's how they set up the matrix. And next time you're coming back from Greer's Ferry, it says Highway 107, 7 miles. You show me a 107 anywhere close. It's 15, 16 miles south there. That's how they do that. They not just here, they do it all over the world. So there's a lot of information in here. I encourage you to do your own research. But the world is, I mean, every place in the world is special, but the world is going to be focusing on Cleveland County. If you think logically, 3,300 counties, and Mike Lindell just mentioned us. Get out of here. JFK's last place before his last public appearance, when his double was, he's still alive. And he's going to be returning here one day. Seriously, he's going to take the mask off and come here. There's no doubt. And I don't know when, but it's going to happen at some point, because the Christ bloodline walked here. And because we're the real Egypt. There's no telling how many hills around here that the true Christ Joshua taught on. The church is going down, guys. So you might as well just do your own research, open your heart and mind completely, and get out of it before it's too late. So there's a lot of information there. Do your own research. And I know I'll probably make your eyeballs pop out, especially if you're thinking all this on the news is true when all of it's a lie. What did Trump warn you over again? Bait. Anyway, later, guys.